Here we go, y'all. Sit right back and enjoy yourself. The two-line show is so deaf. Here we go with another twist. This right here is another hit. Two-line show. We in this bitch.
Yeah.
Two-line show. Our facts legit.
Oh, yeah.
Two-line show. We keep it lit. Two-line show. I got them views. Yeah. Two-line show. She got them too. Yeah. Two-line show. We can't not lose and we won't. Two-line show. Ayy. And we're back, y'all.
Yes, y'all.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Happy New Year, everyone. I know I've been MIA like an MUG, but there's a reason. We had some family issues. My daddy's car broke down, so we only had one car, so he was using my car. And then I had to, drive and pick up the kids, and then like the kids' activities to the week.
Life happens.
Life. So that's basically it. But I told him I was coming back because everything is a little calmer.
Clap on that. Yeah. Yes, she back. She back now, so that's all that matters.
How was your holiday?
Don't hit it so hard.
Sorry.
Okay. Wrong one.
Okay.
There it is. Hey. So, man, what a month this has been. January, ups and downs, the weather, the money, money is slowed down a little bit. People is tight like gnat booty because the bills are due and everybody went too crazy thinking the first that was it. Like, hey, reality, the rest of the year is still amongst you.
Taxes ain't hit until March.
Hey, we used to this. We ain't new to this. We true to this, so we're going to fight through it and do what we need to do.
Bars. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, anywho, what's the current events that's going on?
Today, I'm not going to call this a proud moment because it should never happen to 5 former police officers who beat Tyre, I believe. Was it Tyson? Damn it. Anyway, we're just gonna skip that.
Right,
so we'll figure it out. But they were actually,
you know what we're talking about.
Yeah, they were actually arrested today, and they have second-degree murder charges, illegal kidnapping. They beat this man senseless. So they're supposed to be releasing the video within another week.
I'm glad the chief came out, the police chief. She stood up tall and was transparent, said the right shit. But all, you would hope deputy chiefs or chiefs of police would come out and do after you see how bad they beat this guy and, their own kind. They don't, everybody that's your skin folk ain't your kin folk. So
everybody else should color ain't your kind.
Facts. So.
Yeah, that was really horrible that they would do that.
Yeah. So that happened.
That happened.
What else?
What else went down?
Shit.
You had everybody is looking for LeBron to break Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record.
Yeah, man. The Lakers are 23 and 26. 3 games under 500. But I'm gonna say I'm a little optimistic. We picked up my boy from Washington. The little Japanese black guy.
Himuchimi, whatever his name is.
But he has actual outside skills, so I'm looking forward to him fitting in well with us.
AD came back.
Yeah, AD back.
But he'll be out again in 2 weeks.
Yeah, he's the king of ouch. Every time he out there, it's like shots fired. Shots fired.
Shots fired. Sorry. Oh, you getting shots fired. That was a helicopter?
237.
Nope.
Oh,
Okay.
237.
Okay.
237.
Anyway, we're 237? Yeah. Oh, okay. I need to go up.
Dude, see what happened when you're not here a long time? You forget.
It was actually 238. But anyway, so that's funny. That is actually really funny. Current news. What else is going on in this crazy ass world?
I just saw my little youngsters in Oakland, California jump on top of the counter with their face clear as day, most of them. A couple of them had masks and just robbed the cashier right then. Luckily, it didn't shoot them, thank God. But I'm talking about like 13, 14, 15-year-old. And, First, the one little homie had it. He just said, "Give me what you got," and then the other one grabbed and cocked that bitch. Like, open the register, and they all started yelling, "Open the register." He probably got about $130 out of 4 or 5 little dudes. They risked their life for like $30 a piece. So you out here following your friends and you trying to be cool and be with the crew and the gang. When shit gets real, we see what really happens.
When you get them magazines, you're back in prison.
Yeah,
don't know what that
or you in
means,
front
right?
of you got them interrogation lights in your eyes, and they telling you ain't gonna see your mom until you 36 and you see him 17. Yeah, you just start singing and talking about I want to go home. So yeah, be careful who you hang out with because you will turn into a snitch.
And then you got
Instantly, nigga.
You got the shootings in California. That was really heartbreaking in the Helmbrae.
Hey man, it's their own people, bro. What can you say about that?
Crazy.
He has some internal mental issues going on. He ain't like them seeing them being happy. It's like your own folks when you go back home after you made it and they like, oh, you act like you too good for us. You don't want to come down. Like, nigga, your car dry just like mine. It got gas. My house, if I'm so good, come to the better house. What the fuck are you talking about? You know, if shit is like, you think I'm bougie, then come to the bougie spot. I got you, baby. I don't want to go nowhere where they think they less than. I ain't never say the shit. So.
And then you got the championship playoffs or in football.
Yeah, man.
I know you
AFC and NFC championship.
I know you betting. Who you got?
Nah, my team been gone, so I'll just be the Rams. Huh? Talking about who?
The ones who made the playoffs, man. Come on.
Oh, who I'm going with? I think Mahomes will get another ring this year. That's just my.
All right, so who?
I think Hurt gonna try to get one, but he gonna fall short because of inexperience. I think it's gonna be Philly versus KC.
That's gonna be if that matchup happens, that's gonna be like one of the highest rated. Rihanna's coming back and doing whatever the hell she's doing.
Super Bowl.
And then
halftime.
Then you have Babyface and that guy Stapleton. They're supposed to be doing
Babyface Ray. I'm like, yeah, he been hitting lately. Shit. Yeah, she don't know. Go look him up. That's my music. That's my music man right now. Babyface Ray. Woo!
He went R&B?
Nah.
Okay.
Just some hip hop.
Oh, okay. Cool. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, so
we have to do the Melanin report, right?
Yeah, we gotta do that Melanin report. That dead noise is killing.
Big facts, it's the Melanin report.
Yeah, there you go.
Big facts, it's the Melanin report with joy. Big facts, it's the Melanin report. It's the Melanin report.
Yeah. Hey.
That never gets old.
Yeah.
So we are about 5 or 6 days away from the very beginning of Black History. But on this channel, it is a 364 day thing. We put the extra month in or day because we leap year.
It's 365, bro.
Is it 365?
Yes.
All right, thanks. I don't know.
Sometimes 366.
366. So 365 days a year we celebrate Black achievements.
Every day, all day.
And since the Congress,
black.
The Congress and new elected officials took their oath January 1st, we're going to celebrate Wes Moore. He is a Johns Hopkins graduate. He was an investment banker, did a lot of community activism. Maryland elected their first Black governor since his inception. As you know, Maryland is one of the oldest colonies in these United States. He is one of 3 Black governors in this here country. So of all 50 states, there's only 3 Black governors in these 50 states.
200 and some years of the United States being here.
Right. A lot of Black mayors, but only three Black governors. So Wes Moore, he is the first one to hold the Maryland office. What makes it so special is because during Brown versus Board of Education, after the ruling passed, Maryland and Virginia closed down their schools for 5 years. And So it's kind of amazing that you went from that to the first Black governor. So Wes Moore, thank you for your achievements and your accomplishments in Black history.
Very good.
I'm getting better. So I guess it's the current events in sports. And our 5 questions, 30 seconds.
Let's do the 5.
Our 5 questions? Okay, let's go. We're looking forward. I hope everybody had a great holiday over the break. You didn't spend too much
Live for
money.
y'all ass.
That wasn't it.
One.
We're still. He did a lot of work as I was
1, 2.
We're gonna find it. We're gonna find it.
What was it? Did we have one for the?
Yes, 5 questions, 30 seconds. Let's go.
Skip it.
Remember that one?
Yeah.
We're just chilling right now. We're getting back on the horse. It's like you haven't ridden a bicycle. It takes you a while to get back there. So.
Yeah, but yeah. So while we're doing that,
anyway, we're just gonna go ahead.
Who did you pull in front of and got road rage from? Any road rage stories?
I've seen some crazy drivers as I drive. Atlanta has the worst drivers in the world. Y'all do some crazy shit at the wrong time. Oh, it's pouring down rain.
They're not from here.
Let me drive 85 miles per hour in traffic, swerving in and out, and I pray to God I don't get in an accident. And what happens? You get in
Accident.
Yeah.
There you go, right here.
Big facts is the Melanin report. Big facts is the Melanin report.
They call 5 at 5. What, 5? 30?
I have no idea.
30.
It is.
30
I don't know.
hours. No, it ain't that.
I don't know what you named
30
it.
hours. No.
We're just waiting. We're waiting.
Yeah.
Or we can just go ahead and.
What say it live.
Yeah.
There we go. What is it? How we go? You ready?
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
It's my mom. All right.
Go. The fuck?
How does it start off?
Oh my God. Top 5 and 30.
No, I just said 5 questions.
Oh,
30 seconds.
There you go.
Let's go. That was it. 5 questions. 30 seconds. Let's go.
Yes.
We're goat. Nailed it.
Hey, watch the blooper line.
All right. So my first question to you, sir. Did you make any New Year's resolutions? And if so, which were they?
Did not. I just plan on adding more to my plate. I did do that, which is taking a class, which I'll say soon once I'm in the mix of it. I don't want to say what it is until I'm in the mix. So,
all right.
So,
okay.
Classes coming, sessions of new education and learning new skill, and having it in my pocket when I need it, because that's what I'm doing it for.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Very good. All right. Question 2. When do you think Georgia's going to get legalized weed? Because
Sheesh.
it's been taking. They put on the ballot won. I don't know what they're dragging their feet up. There's so much land here that you can really just, grow a lot.
Yeah.
So when do you think this is going to happen?
When all the judges that have their hands double dipping in probations and arrests and jails and shit like that, once they get their hands out of that mix, that's when
it'll happen. All right, so this
how long do you think that'll be?
10 years, 15, 20.
Like, 10 at least.
So here's the thing. This may go a little over, but what do you feel about the Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion version?
Tory Lanez.
Whatever. I don't know. I've never heard this band's music, so.
Tory Lanez.
Is Lanez?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought it was Lance this entire time. So.
Nope.
Go ahead.
Glad you're here with me. Learned a lot. So Yeah, I mean, everybody was thinking. I didn't think she was lying, but I didn't think that it was that serious for him to be going to prison for no extracurricular amount of time like they're doing. So if he would just man up the first place and stop trying to hide the shit and lie, then bullshit everybody thinking he didn't do it at all, then maybe we got some leniency in the court. But because he didn't and he tried to pretend, now you finna face the music,
All right,
nigga.
question 3, kind of follow up. How did you feel about rappers coming after Meg Thee Stallion for actually speaking
What
up?
rappers did that?
It was like Drake and 50 Cent.
Well, they were just saying that she was double dipping the truth, like, I didn't sleep with him. Oh yeah, he did hit me from the back. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. We never had sex. Oh yeah, I did slap on his knob 2 weeks ago. Oh yeah. So because if you lie about that, it's like, how can your word have any value? That's an intimate thing to be doing, and then you don't remember it. You lie and say it didn't happen at all. So they were just jumping the gun on that aspect of it.
I don't know.
Jump.
I don't really think she has to explain who she sleeps with.
Yeah, but still, she shouldn't sit there and just flat lie. I mean, you should lie about it.
I don't know. I just would have said no comment.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
Fucking none of y'all fucking business. That's what she should have said.
Yeah.
Grown woman shit.
Yeah, grown woman
Real
shit.
spill.
How do you feel about this Congress, especially in the House of Reps?
This Congress will not get shit done. They will do dumbass little what they doing. They'll have little shits for dumbass researching investigations for dumb shit like Hunter Biden and fucking. Now they gonna add private the private, or not private, but the classified shit in his houses. So just dumb chases for no reason.
Okay.
They would not get shit done.
I'm gonna agree to that. So who is your early pick for the NBA championship? Who was your 2 teams? It ain't gonna
early. It's super fucking early.
Yeah, it's just curious to see, so we can look back on to see if you're right about this. I want to see, can D Nice predict the future?
I'm gonna give it to Giannis and who coming out the West? Fuck. It might be Denver, bruh. Yeah, surprise. I think Denver gonna surprise last year at the end.
You can say Memphis.
Yeah, I know. So I think it's gonna be Bucks in the East and Denver in the West.
So BK has no chance.
I didn't say that.
All right, cool. All right, well, thank you.
To look back on it and say, "Oh, wow, you way more."
Why does he get these? Gosh, I'm not eating it.
Don't do it.
Those
got
are
enough bloopers as it is.
That shit is amazing. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into our topic. So, what are we talking about, sir?
Yeah, we said it.
Friends who don't grow will crash you.
Yes.
So, first of all, Houdini did a great song as what are friends? How many of us have them? Friends, the ones that you can depend on. Friends. Yeah. So I think the definition of friends has kind of like changed. You meet somebody, all of a sudden they call each other a twin, and they don't really know what this person is. Some of us have friends that we started off from elementary school, middle school, high school, or college, and they stayed with us. But people kind of have a tougher time to get rid of those friends, the ones that you have real deep history with, right? And we get comfortable. And sometimes we don't realize how much we grow apart. Like any relationship, would it be marriage or business or whatever it is, your tastes change. And the reason why I think it's hard to break up with a friend is because of that reason. Like, I don't want to be fake. I don't want to, feel like that I'm too good for this person. But the fact is, you do grow apart. And if you keep that person in the team, it can be a bigger conflict to you in the end. So how do you deal with, what are steps of sort of removing yourself from a friendship that does cost you money, status, and it is getting toxic. Having done this recently,
Oh wow.
yeah, I don't know if you want to hear this story.
Yeah, you might as well. Don't.
All right, so I went out to California for my birthday, and I went out for business as well. It just happened to fall on my birthday, and I was supposed to be staying with my friend who I've known since what 6th or 7th grade, you know. And I was supposed to stay with her, and what happened is like I missed my flight. Fucking Atlanta security check, like 2.5 hours to get through this shit. So I called her. I was like, hey, I'm sorry I'm running late, blah, blah. I had to call my uncle because we're supposed to get in the rental car, all this shit, right? So I get, I fly out. My uncle picks me up. He and I hang out for a second. So we had to go get a rental car. The place where we had the rental car, it closed at 8. So, like, mind you, it's 9:30, 10 o'clock in LA, Halloween weekend, right? So we're like trying to find different cars. So I'm texting her, hey, this is going on, I'll update you. So finally I got a call. It's around 11:30 p.m., close to midnight. So like she's screaming on the phone, yelling, and like all of a sudden just negative energy. And I was like, it was like 12:01 on my birthday, like a.m. I was like, I'm not going to spend the first couple of months of my new age fucking with you.
So what was the problem?
The problem was, like, she said I'm sorry.
Bread and butter.
I'm sorry. Like, she said she had a migraine and she was really upset and blah, 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 blah. But, like, her approach to me was, like, really wrong. The next day she called and she was like, well, I don't know how your mom raised you. I was just like, what? And that sort of just ended it. Like, I could have a fucking brain tumor and all this other shit, and I would never disrespect my friends in that way. So long story short, it would have probably cost me a lot of more emotional distress and all this other stuff if I had like kept her on. And I realized that like my age, I don't need any more shit. Like I get shit, pile of shit every single day. I don't need somebody who's supposed to be my best friend to add on to that. So long story short, history does not mean that you have to stay in a friendship that's not benefiting you anymore.
So basically, because you're older and wiser now, you look at it this way. Rewind 10 years ago, you would have accepted it and just
it would be like, okay, well, this is what friends do. But now I'm like, I don't need.
So friends don't do that? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, like friends don't pull shit like that. Like again, and then like the next day, it wasn't like she apologized for her behavior and the things that she said. She doubled down.
I think we should write like a little short
Script.
book of five codes to friendships. Five.
Well, okay. So what would be the 5 codes?
One is just never get jealous and envy of each other, because once that happens, then you're there basically to see me fall, or to stab me in the back, or say some private shit about what I told you once I do blow up. Like you're not there for the right purposes anymore. You're no longer a real friend. So definitely that would be number one. 2 would be like, what I'm saying, if I get educated and you want to stay in the streets and be a street nigga and be a thought and strip, and I went to school and got my degree, you can't be mad at me. You got to look at your own life. Like, take personal responsibility for your own life. So that would be 2. Like, if you still want to remain my friend, well, I don't live in goddamn Decatur no more. I live in Buckhead. We don't do that ratchet shit over here. So you got to grow up when you're around me, or you can cut me out your life. So
that is some real spill.
So that would be 2. 3 would be like, if you steal from me, then we're just done. Like, if you're around me to steal or around me to take, if I give you something, you act like I didn't give it to you, or I gotta ask for it back, or you act like you never got it from me when I see you wearing it 2 or 3 times, then that lets me know I can't trust you no more. So once that trust is gone, you're not really a true friend no more. You're an associate. So stealing, can't steal from me. So
that's real.
That's real. 4 and 5 is basically, don't try to fuck my girl or my, if I'm a girl, don't put my dude behind my back. You know what I'm saying? They want to fuck me, or you want to fuck me, whatever the situation is. Let me know. Don't do the shit behind my back. Like my skin is thick as fuck, so that would be it. Don't stab me behind my back.
Mm.
That would be 4. And 5 is, if I tell you something, take it to the grave, bitch. Or my boy, you know what I'm saying, take that shit to the grave. Don't ever betray, no betrayal.
Mm. Mm.
So that's it.
So do you have friends that you had to cut, or you feel like you're still carrying?
Nah, man. For a man, it's like, especially a man who hasn't been raised in a certain area his whole life, or he's been around, and the friends you remember is the friends you had, briefly in high school and college.
Allergies. Sorry.
Yeah, if I'm sick, people, man,
I'm not sick.
Getting some money back. I'm getting sick leave from her check. So
I'm not sick.
Just know that.
It's just this dang on weather.
But no, so my friends would be like, homies from high school, a couple people from the military, and associates, yeah, because I can't call none of them asking for no money.
Mm.
So that's another thing. If you ask somebody for some money, either say you're borrowing it or say you need it. That's two different things. You're borrowing it, that means you're gonna pay the shit back. You need it, that means you can't pay it back.
Right.
And I need it. Like, it's two different shits. Y'all need to differentiate that shit. So people won't be getting splitting up because of $50. Say what you need it for, or say you can't pay it for. Be real. Like,
so what's the cutoff point of people asking money? Like, how many knots do they get? Like, we're talking about friends. How many, like, you have friends.
Friends or family?
Like friends. Like,
friends.
You're like friends. Like, is there a limit to how many times they can ask you for money? Like, with me, one thing.
Man, look, if you know your friends don't ask you for money because they trying to do something for the weekend at a club, or buy some substance or some kind of pills or some shit, then you're helping them crash out. So it's like, no, nigga, I'm not finna help you keep your addiction going. Like, I'm not doing that shit. So depending on what it's for, if I know they got a kid and I went over their house and I saw they ain't got nothing but some water and a piece of cheese in the refrigerator, I'm be like, nigga, here's $25. Go to Kroger and get some motherfucking eggs, some grits, and some motherfucking and some chicken. And guaranteed that'll be good for breakfast and the chicken be good for dinner, nigga. Feed that child.
Eggs is like $50 now. Man.
Real spill though. Feed that child.
If you can't feed your baby, then don't have a baby. And don't think maybe if you can't feed your baby.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mike.
That way.
Thank you. Yeah. So I think the key of friendship is constantly kind of respecting, each other's sort of space, their growth, realizing that because they want to do better doesn't mean that you're not, a part of that growth. Because face it, we do need our friends to help us out through rough times for encouragement and motivation. But we do have snakes within the community, into our group. And sometimes it takes us longer to figure out who's who and who's what. And as you get older, you realize that the less people you will have in your circle.
And sometimes they don't even start off as snake. It'd be their friends that's in their ear, like, man, look at that nigga. He went to his club. He didn't even bring you to the VIP. What's up with that, bro?
Right.
Niggas in your ear telling you hateful shit to hate on your homie. Like,
right.
Keep snakes away from you. You see what happened to snakes? They got their ass ratted out.
So the key to friendship is constant, in my opinion. You grow together, and if you realize that you're not growing together, that's when you just have to cut it out. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't believe in dead weight. And if you respect me enough, you'll realize that you just, like, in a relationship, you outgrow that person.
Yeah, it's real simple for me. If you don't call me, why the fuck am I calling you?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So, like, I'm not chasing you to be your friend. Like, that's what people do. A lot of folks are chasing folks to be their friend. Hey, y'all, what y'all doing, girl? Like, you know, we wanted to deal with you, bitch. We would let you know what we doing. Like, that's what people are telling you.
Mm.
When you gotta call them to find out what's up or what y'all doing or what we doing, yeah, bro, you ain't really part of the circle.
And then if you're calling a friend, they don't call you back, and you call several times,
Yeah,
realizes that they
yeah.
moved on and deal with that. That actually happened to me as well. I had no idea, but I called them like maybe 2 or 3 times. They never responded back. They didn't text. I said, okay, whatever, cool. So
look, I told my one homie, I was like, look, don't holler at me only when one of our classmates dies and shit. Or somebody we grew up with died, nigga. If that don't time I want to hear from a nigga, then don't even reach out. Like,
right.
You don't stay in 10 states away from me. You stay in the same building. So what's up? Either come holler at me or I'll find out myself who died, nigga.
Right.
So friends is far and far between and few between. So I'm just gonna say, as you get older, you know what I'm saying, they X themselves out. You ain't gotta do much. You know, you can give them some money and then they don't pay you. Then you don't hear from them no more. Or you can let them borrow some shoes, or know they use some shoes or use some of yours and they ain't give it back to you. You ain't gonna hear from them no more. So
Right.
niggas X themselves out because they know they ain't stepping up and they ain't doing what they supposed to do. You know, a friend ain't gonna crash you out. Ain't gonna put you in no crash out little situation. That's another thing. Y'all call too many niggas y'all friends.
Twin. What up, twin?
When they crash you out and then you looking at them like, how could you? Nigga, he don't know you and he's showing you right now. You didn't never was important to that nigga. You was just somebody they were using, nigga.
Right.
So stop being used.
We is on fire today.
So in closing, man, what you gotta say?
In closing, even though you may love your friends, but sometimes, people are around for seasons. Some of those seasons may last longer, but realize that everything changes. There's nothing that stays the same. If you can grow and build with your friends and keep that, like I think LeBron's group has been together since high school, and they're all helping each other out. That's a good
He's
example.
educating them. Shit,
right, he's educating them, man. He went to school, but a bad example is Michael Vick and what they did to his ass with them fucking dogs. They didn't even think about taking no federal time. They're like, nah, it was him. So, 2 different examples of what real friends are and hanger-ons. So that is my spiel.
Joy and pain. Man.
Oh, joy and pain. We're gonna start with my joy first. It is almost the weekend, so I am so happy about that. Yeah, I'm happy about the weekend coming. My pain is just.
She gonna dress a little sexier for the weekend. Hey y'all.
I'm going to a wrestling
tournament. She a little conservative today.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is work here. Sorry. Yeah, look, this is not. It's not the best. All right, so my pain is all these shootings that have been going on in California. Again, the police brutality stuff. It's just
having babies.
Babies, it's just a lot of to deal with.
I teach them shit, but the rappers.
It's like our world is sort of like just in haywire, and it just saddens me to see like there's so much just hatred and destruction and anxiety. A wrong skin. It's just really hard to sort of be in this environment right now. So that is my joy and pain.
Where the freestyles goes on.
And we have our real spill from a G.
Real spill, man. Just friends who don't grow will crash you out. That goes without saying. If they ain't there to improve your situation, then they're definitely there to pull you to their level and have you stressed and struggling and down and out because they don't see the light. And when people don't see the light and you have a little light, nigga, they trying to pull it and dim it and get as much they can from you. So don't let these sorry ass folks you call friends dim your light. If you level up and y'all been 4 years out of high school and this nigga still on some shit on some high school shit, like, man, come on, man. It's time to let homie know, Lord, old girl know.
Bye,
man. It's time to move on. We grown over here. We doing grown up shit, trying to build. You playing games.
Right.
So till then, you will crash out if you don't do that. But that's what it's still. So in closing, hey, be smart, not dumb.
And I'll look better next week. Sorry. Let's work here.
So till next time, we've had a little break. Trying to stay consistent is virtually impossible. Nothing is impossible, so staying consistently. But we're
That was
gonna
actually
try.
pretty good. That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
So until next time, this is the one and only Nice One D Nice, and
Joy.
we see you on the rebound. Peace.
That was good.